How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another video. It's me, Cam from Cam's.com, and welcome back to another daily Chelsea transfer news video. And today I'm going to be talking about RAPHEAL LEAO talks again. Gordon off, Zaha, Wesley Fofana, welcome to Chelsea. All things Chelsea. Has 28 hours left of the transfer window, so I have to do double uploads every day to keep you up to date. But 80% of you who watch my videos aren't subscribed, so if we get that down, that'd be great. But without further ado, let's get in the first story. Now, of course, Chelsea announced officially Wesley Fofana to Chelsea Football Club for a final fee of £69.5 million fixed with £2 million add-on. Now, what's really important, because when you're on the 60 millions, it doesn't seem that bad. When you're in the 70s, yes, not great. When you're on the 80, you're touching Harry Maguire territory. So yeah, a bit of an underpayment in my part. I thought the deal was going to be 80 million. However, well done, Todd Bowley. You've secured a lovely French 21-year-old centre-back for the next 7 years. So, without further ado, I'm going to go to David Ornstein, who broke down the deal, who said, final fee in Wesley Fofana from Leicester to Chelsea deal understood to be £69.5 million fixed, no add-ons. Also believe that Chelsea value Anthony Gordon no higher than £40 million, so I have no interest in going beyond that for the Everton attacker. I'll be talking about that later. But what's really interesting about this story is that, yeah, 69.5 million, just below 70. So yeah, we spent 60 million on a player. It's not that bad. Same, literally 7 million more than Cucurella, which is weird to think. A future world beater, and hopefully him and Gvardiol will be the future of Chelsea's defence. Very happy about the signing. It cured part of my Chelsea depression after yesterday's defeat, just to see a signing come through the door. But hopefully we want more. Todd Bowley wants more, so let's talk about more. With young centre-backs, breaking news from Simon Johnson Sport have said Chelsea are considering postponing talks until January for Josko Gvardiol after reservations about his asking price, as RB Leipzig kept increasing it. Initial discussions for a fee around 60.5 million, then 69.2, and then 77.8 million. Yeah, that is a bit of a increase, but what really doesn't matter about this deal is that when we were going to sign Gvardiol, he was only going to come in for the 2023 season, so whether we do it now or January doesn't really matter. The only thing that does matter is that teams like Man City and Tottenham could jump in and steal him, which wouldn't be great. So, Todd Bowley, could you try and get over the line now? Because if I lose another player to either Barcelona or Man City, it's going to be hell. Anyway, on to the next story. Now, going to the story that really made me want to make this video, because earlier today, in my first video of the day, I said, yeah, Jorge Mendes is offering us Ronaldo. But the talks between RAPHEAL LEAO have gone cold until Gary Jacobs from the Time Sport dropped this bomb saying Chelsea are in talks to sign RAPHEAL LEAO after being told a deal for Neymar was not possible. Chelsea want to sign a midfielder and striker before tomorrow, and are also trying to complete a deal for Gvardiol. RAPHEAL LEAO, Serie A's MVP last season, 23 years old, almost in the bracket of Mbappe and Haaland. Just needs to get a few more goals, but yeah, what a player he would be. We need a striker, we need goals, and as much as I hate to say it, he would be a better signing than, of course, Gordon, of course, Zaha, of course, Aubameyang, and even Ronaldo. So yeah, that's just really the levels that we're at. Furthermore, Nizar Kinsella from the Evening Standard has said Chelsea have pulled out of Gordon over the asking price. They're interested in RAPHEAL LEAO, but whether they can convince Milan is an entirely different matter. So yeah, I've talked about Anthony Gordon enough now, so might as well get on to him. From The Athletic, Chelsea value Anthony Gordon no higher than £40 million, so have no interest in going beyond for the Everton attacker. I'm going to go to Nizar Kinsella, who carries on by talking about all our midfielders and attackers by saying a Chelsea deal for Crystal Palace star attacker Wilfried Zaha has also been described as unlikely by sources close to the situation. He goes on by saying Chelsea are no longer interested in signing winger Anthony Gordon after being priced out of the move for the under 21-year-old. The Blues made a bid of up to £45 million for the England under 120 international, but they've been put off by the Toffees' evaluation. Oh no! Anyway, in all seriousness, before I go to an Aubameyang, I just think that the valuations that both Frank Lampard and Everton were just really unrealistic. Of course, ever since he's been linked with Chelsea, he's scored 2 and 2. I want me some of that goals, Anthony, so maybe you could come, I would allow it. But no, he's not good enough, he's not Chelsea level, and hopefully we can spend the money on somewhere else. Probably Aubameyang. So starting off with Simon Phillips Sport, who said around 4 o'clock today, we expect Aubameyang to get over the line now. It's very much on. I'm told that if we cannot get Aubameyang, then a £50 million offer for Ivan Toney could arrive. Very much back in that. I think Ivan Toney would be a better player for us than Aubameyang, but enough about that. But Breaking from Parizad de Cop, probably butchered that, saying the meeting between Chelsea and Barcelona for Aubameyang has gone very badly. Chelsea want to use Marcos Alonso as part of payment and Barcelona does not. This afternoon there will be a new meeting. Hopefully this new meeting goes better than the very bad one. But yeah, it's not great. We want to offload Marcos Alonso. I don't see why Barcelona don't take him. This Aubameyang deal has been going on for a very long time now. People like Fabrizio Romano and that saying, yeah, it's pretty much done until meeting's gone very badly. Take this report as you want, but staying in Barca for the last story of today. Frenkie de Jong has returned to Barcelona following his trip to London, but has refused to comment on his future. This adds a bit of intrigue for our final couple hours of the window. Will Frenkie de Jong be making the move to England? Either maybe he was in London discussing a deal with Chelsea, maybe it was Man United, or maybe, just maybe, more likely, he just went there for a wedding and is now going back to Spain. But what's interesting about this, he didn't comment about his future, which makes me think, yeah, maybe he's leaving, or maybe it's a bit of clickbait, and we've been clickbaited. I don't know. Of course, you know my views on Frenkie de Jong. I'd love him to play for Chelsea. Would hate him to play for Man United, so just stay at Barcelona if that's the case. But that's the end of the video. Of course, loads to carry on. It's silly season right now. A couple hours left of the transfer window, so I'm going to bring you 2 videos a day, of course. But without further ado, see you tomorrow in the morning for more Chelsea transfer news videos. See you there.